Thank you, Madam Chair. Members of the committee, I'm Steve Hobbs, your Secretary of State in opposition of Senate Bill 5382. This bill is not needed, and it's just trying to fix a problem that doesn't really exist. Just so everyone knows, the vote WA system is very good. It communicates with other databases. It communicates with Social Security when we hear about deaths that happen, and when people change addresses, we update it pretty quickly. That's why the 1.2 million is in here, because now it's asking us to check these addresses. Now remember, we'll see the signature and we can match it with the database. We'll know exactly if you're a registered voter or not. Additionally, what we don't see in here is the cost of lawsuits that will happen when you have somebody, let's say an overseas voter. When I served in the military, I had a armed forces post office. If they put that on there, it invalidates them. If you have a college student, maybe you have a senior citizen that forgot their address and put a P.O. box, it would invalidate them as well. This bill tries to get at a lawsuit that occurred where we prevailed, and it doesn't matter if this bill passes, because the underlying constitution of the state of Washington says you just have to be a Washington voter. And so I would ask you not to move this bill forward, and if you are going to do the $1.2 million, I'd love it if you put in my election security and civic engagement programs, because Governor Inslee's budget invalidated both those programs. Thank you. I'll take any questions that you might have.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair, members of committee. I am former Secretary of State Sam Reed, served from 2001 to 2013. It's nice to see many of you with whom I worked with. More important than my 12 years as Secretary of State, I go all the way back to being Assistant Secretary of State in the dark ages, 1969. One thing I've learned being elected official throughout these years is just how much the citizens of the state value this right to be able to petition to change laws in the state of Washington. This is part of our political culture. This is part of our legacy. To start messing around and saying, we're going to try to suppress the right of people to participate if they don't put in the right address, or if the person who circulated the petition, a volunteer or some part-time person, doesn't jump through all the right hoops, all of a sudden this person doesn't right to participate in the system is denied. This is wrong. We're better than that here in the state of Washington. I urge you to vote no on this bill.